Namaste, soul family. So I guess today it's me really sharing my thoughts. Really intuition, let me just say that. Sheila. So a lot of people seem to believe that HIV/AIDS is a thing of the past because them come out with new vaccine. Not vaccine, then come out with new treatment where some claim to be effective, but it's still not a cure. Yeah? Don't let people misguide and mislead, I received an epiphany, and it's not really just now that I received the epiphany. I've received many epiphanies. Some I've shared, some yet to be shared. Um, in regards to this AIDS and HIV crisis, let me tell you first and foremost, life is quite simple. When you have clean hands and a pure heart, you must see God, and you must see blessings, and you must see protection. That's all you have to if you have clean hands and a pure heart. Nothing hard. Just do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Quite simple, Star. When you make life seem so hard, but because in our heart too heavy and wicked, that's why it seems so hard to live. Always I look for somebody to trick. On the tricks. Men and women out there on know themselves. Let me tell you something. First and foremost, number one, you see when you just meet somebody and instantly, right off the bat, they are adamant and insist on having unprotected sex, that person is most likely, yeah? I'm not even going to say probably, most likely carrying a STD or STI. Let me tell you that, first and foremost. You see, with this whole ego thing in society, the whole ego business, that's why I'm not deal with ego. I deal with spirit. Because you see, ego will always lead you astray. Especially, yeah man, me never gonna say especially when it's not rooted and grounded in a spirit. The ego will always lead you astray. Trust in the spirit. The spirit sees and knows everything. Just surrender to your spirit that's surrendering to the master spirit. Or allow your spirit to surrender to the master spirit. So you can surrender to it and be in the right. Yeah? But a lot of wars, I spoke about this last year too. It's like the videos from last year is like a conclusion now, because everything I spoke last year were really prophecies, and people gonna see the evidence of them this year. A lot of the pain and sorrow I feel now or about to feel is because too egoistic and egotistical. It's all about and so make imbalanced decisions. Just stuck in that Aries Ram frequency. You know, if I add little Libran frequency, justice, fairness, the skills. If you add little weird tweet, no. When you just, I hit that, and it done. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is what? Destruction. And we know the roads and the paths that lead to destruction. When you just pretend like you know no fucking sense. All the time. Even the kids have more sense than a lot of you grown-ups. A lot of you, your children can counsel you where relationship matters are concerned and win. The ego is what destroys a lot of you. A lot of you contract this virus and other viruses and diseases because of the ego. And not always sexually transmitted, but because of the ego. Now, that's why you see, I always tell myself, if I'm ever placed in a position or situation where I'm being forced to quarrel or bicker or fight over an individual, I am going to step. Step rest, and get up again. But it's not to fall back. It's forward still because that's Jehovah's will. You feel me? So a lot of you women, when you get up. I said this last year too, and I fight over some infected niggas. We're sick, riddled with STDs and STIs. I'm not finger pointing or specifically speaking about anybody. This is reality. That's why I say life is bigger than what you know two big old yeah them a look on. Cause some of yeah them big like me never know what to say. Like stadium bulb. I wanna still can't fucking see. If you show me say I know them eyes they really matter, you know. It's the third eye. Because you don't have no spiritual sense. No spiritual intellect. So that's how I wanna get up and wanna fight. Fight for what? Wanna think of money, house, car and land or marriage, you know fight for. No, a debt. No fight for debt. So you see, that's why I don't play into ego. So when people want to come and they try to destroy or to take away something from me, I say, go on with it. Because, listen, what is for me is for me. Because, you see, sometimes when you check it out, a destruction, some of these holes, these holes will always save you from destruction. Because you know the purpose of holes? Huh? They're ditches for stubborn, egoistic, egotistical ninjas. So the holes them are purpose too, because they help you to distinguish and to pinpoint the good men from the bad men. You think I have a man weak to sex? I never man weak to sex. I never man an idiot. Some are idiot and some weak to sex because they have no spiritual basis or foundation, so they fall for anything. They don't care what energies them take in and what energies them give out. Some of them intentionally give out negative energies too. They know what they're giving out and they do it intentionally. I never allow pride to cloud my judgment. You can call me idiot all you want. You can laugh at me all you want. You can pull off all over town with what you think is my ninja. All you want. I'm not going to fight because I trust in the Most High God that is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that I could ever ask or wish for. And I know that He wants the best for me. He said that in His Word. Those who love God, He desire the best for them. He desire. Paraphrasing, above all, He wish that me prosper and be in good health, and me and my offspring, because I'm a maiden of the Most High God. I believe in justice and balance. I believe strongly in the Spirit. The Spirit provide for me and prove me right every day. Prove me right for choosing it, for choosing the Spirit and not flesh. And every time, I remember, every now and then I remember Hosea, the story about Hosea, how he took on to him a harlot for a wife who, was very unfaithful to him. But at the end of the day, when whosoever she left him for, cast her out and disrespect her, he was the only one who was willing to pick her up, back. And it's like the relationship that God has with a lot of us. Yeah? So a lot of us, we seek for what? Faithfulness outside a spirit that don't exist. The flesh, it's weak. Don't rely on the flesh. Don't do that. Don't hold your breath.